I miss you guys. So I wanted to just come on here and just share a quick thought with you. And I was actually thinking about the limitations that this season brings with it. You know, the limitation that we actually can't just go and do whatever we want whenever we want. The limitation that means we are confined. In the natural, we are confined to our homes. And I think along with this confinement in this season, it actually also brings with it a simplicity. And you know, there's so much less noise. There's less of a hustle and a bustle. There's less voices around us. There's less going on in our daily lives. And I wanted to read to you Psalm 27, verse 4 in the Message translation, because it just puts it so beautifully and it frames it really well. And I want to read that to you. So it says, I'm asking God for one thing, only one thing, to live with him in his house my whole life long. I'll contemplate his beauty. I'll study at his feet. That's the only quiet, secure place in a noisy world. The perfect getaway, far from the buzz of traffic. Far from the buzz of traffic. And that's so timely for right now. It's so on point for where we are. And I guess the question I wanted to ask you is, you know, how are you going to use this time right now? You know, we all have some extra time, I think, unless you are a key worker, which you're amazing, by the way. But we all have a little bit more extra time. And we can fill that time with scrolling through our phones, with actually not turning off those distractions that are still around us, or looking at the news constantly, looking at media constantly, watching the TV constantly. And we can actually fill up this time with more distractions. But I really feel like God was saying, you know, in this season is an opportunity to know his heart better and to know him better. And we get a personal invitation, an invitation from God that says, come and sit with me. Just sit with Jesus. And I think that this time has actually shown us as well that our security cannot be in anything else if it is not in Jesus. It cannot be in our career, our finances, in, I don't know, what we do each day, or anything that it was built on before. Our security has to be found in God and what he says about us. And it says a secure place, to sit with God, a secure place. So in this time that we have where maybe you feel overwhelmed, maybe you feel anxious about what's next, maybe you feel a bit of a pressure in this time that we have. Maybe you are a parent who is now a teacher for your kids and it just feels a little bit pressurized. And I think God would just say to you, just come and sit with me. Come and sit with me and be still. Still your heart before him. Give him your fears, your doubts. Let God just take those and be still before him. Still your heart. And I love that he extends his hand, that he gives us that personal invitation, that there may be less distractions, but there still is chaos going in our world. But we can find that quiet, find that still, find that peaceful place just to sit with God. You know, what is he saying to us in this season? Just come and be still before me. Come and sit with me. Hear my voice. Hear what I'm saying to you. And I love that. So don't miss out on this personal invitation that in this time that we'll look back on and will we be able to say, you know, my faith is stronger because of that time. I am closer to God because of that time. I know who I am more in that season because I sat with Jesus. So try not to just fill your time with everything that people are telling you should be doing or just staying busy, but try and just sit with God and find that stillness, find that quiet, so that when we come out the other side of this time that you can look back and know that your faith was actually developed, that in the secret place, in the quiet place, that Jesus just filled the voids in your heart or did something extraordinary in your life, in the quiet place, in the hidden place where nobody else can see. So just to encourage you, I would say just keep it simple. Keep the main thing the main thing. Don't let this time be a pressure or a time to feel anxious, but really just sit with Jesus. I can't say that enough, and I probably sound like I'm going over and over this, but just, I believe that's what God's saying to us, to each of us, to everyone. Just come and sit with me. Don't wear a mask. Don't wear, the things that people have told you to wear or how you should be, but just be with Jesus. Just sit with him. And I love what it says in 1 Peter 1:6. It says, there is wonderful joy ahead. And you might not be able to see that joy right now. You might feel like you are far from joy, but just know that there is wonderful joy ahead. Yes, we will face a challenge, but there is wonderful joy ahead. So I hope this encourages you. I hope that you guys have a great day. Bye.